This is a mud crab, and standing behind it is a giant king crab. When you might initially think this mud crab is quite dangerous, in actual fact, as the truly largest crab in the entire world, the profound sense of intimidation they inherently create when standing majestically before smaller crabs is absolutely no less shockingly impactful than the most dramatic scenes from a movie. So just how powerful are crabs of such massive size?
Not impressive at all.
The king crab I'm raising is actually quite clever. When I feed it both a shellfish and an abalone at the same time, it chooses to dig into the abalone first. If given a choice, it will definitely eat the better food first. Of course it will eat the shellfish too, but only when food is scarce. I put in quite a bit of effort to raise it. First of all, it's a cold water crab, so the water temperature for keeping it is usually around 18 to 20 degrees Celsius. That means I have to run a chiller 24 hours a day, and even with the chiller on, I still need to use the air conditioner, otherwise the fish tank will fog up, so just the electricity costs alone are quite significant. Secondly, there's the feeding. This little guy has quite an appetite. It's pretty much cleared out all the food I'd stored in my fridge. When there's nothing left to eat, it just looks at me with those innocent eyes. Sometimes, when it sees me coming, it even stands up straight, as if to see what tasty treat I've brought for it this time. King crabs are actually quite gentle. You can even pet them by hand. Compared to mud crabs, they're much safer. Here I am, petting the crab with one hand and filming it with my phone in the other. The footage is super steady and clear, all thanks to my new phone. By the way, is anyone else thinking of getting a new phone while the government subsidy is still available? Here's a little tip. Don't just go for the trade-in option directly through the government subsidy channels for convenience. You could end up losing several hundred yuan that, for example, after the mud crab was put in the tank. Even though it's bigger, it doesn't dare make a move since it doesn't know how strong the other one is. Better to be cautious. After a while, it pulled the other crab out and I thought it was about to start a fight. But unexpectedly, it was just a feint. It actually wanted to climb over the wall. After being pulled out, the crab went into hiding. It didn't dare make any rash moves either. After all, with the other one's size, a single big move from that Soviet brute could beat it to death, so it's better off just finding a place to hide. Just when I thought nothing was going to happen between the two of them, suddenly this scene unfolded. Judging by the way things looked, this time it really seemed like it was about to make a move. But unexpectedly, it faked again, and still tried to climb over the wall. In the process, it even got pinched by the little green crab for trying to take its territory. One wanted to climb the wall, the other wanted to hide in the corner, but in the end, the big fight still broke out. The emperor crab, which lost 2 legs, still managed to win in the end, despite its injuries. There's no way something that costs 59 yuan can beat something worth 3,900. Later I even arranged a little fish for it. Not only harmless, but also a companion. And when there's nothing to do, it can even get a fish spa.
Hey, isn't that actually hemorrhoids, you know?